Nobody I know who's running for office talks about defunding the police.
Many affluent suburbs have essentially already begun pursuing a defunding of the police.
This movement is not new. This is about investment. I really consider it a refund.
Defunding police means defunding police.
We need to truly cut $1 billion in NYPD spending.
We have this super aggressive police department. So yes, defund your butts.
Not only do we need to disinvest, but we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
Two House Democrats unveiling a bill. It would take away federal resources from police departments across the nation.
The BREATHE Act is bold. It's meaningful. It's transformative.
I am so proud to endorse Senator Bernie Sanders for president.
This is not just about running for president.
I am endorsing Bernie Sanders because he's not going to sell us out.
Nobody I know who's running for office talks about defunding the police.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
Scaring the hell out of people. What's going on, man? Jeez.
That's just mind your own business. Then boom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like off in another world or something, you know? What's going on? Happy Monday.
It's, you know what it is, don't you?
What?
It's Fibonacci Day.
It's who?
Fibonacci Day.
Who?
Fibonacci Day, Fibonacci sequence, the mathematical phenomenon. Oh, it's my favorite. It is my favorite thing in the whole world. Fibonacci. Yeah. It's 1123, which is the beginning of his sequence. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 1 is 3. 3 + 2 is 5. And then 3 + 5 is 8. And it goes like this. Look, I actually drew it for you. This is a Fibonacci sequence, okay? And everything in nature actually follows this. A lot of things. The sunflower, yes. And they don't understand why. That's why I find it fascinating. You know, I find numbers fascinating. But when you take 1 + 1 is 2, like that, and then you go the whole way around it, it actually makes a sequence, right? Well, the sunflower, that's how the
squirrel.
Well, listen. It also is the sunflower, how it grows. It has the 2 seeds in the middle, and then it goes to 3, and then it goes to 5, and then it goes to 8, and then it goes to 13, 21, 55. Pine cone's the same way. A wave when it crests, even our galaxy. And when you look down at a hurricane, doesn't it look just like that swirl? It actually has the Fibonacci sequence in the hurricane. So that's the phenomenon. How is it that nature knows math exactly that same way? It's amazing.
Well, you know, we all come from other galaxies anyway. I mean,
I guess if
you are out of this world. You are out of this world, Wade.
Well,
I guess if you're a Scientologist, right?
But no, it's a real sequence. It's proven, but it's a phenomenon. So if you don't know what it is, Google Fibonacci sequence. It's amazing. Fibonacci sequence. It's amazing.
I'm not going to get any knock at my door. You know, these two big Italian.
No, it's not. It's not conspiracy theory or anything. It's actually real.
Because I will be snitching. Like, no, that's the girl up. That's the girl up there on the mountain in
yeah, that's me. That's me.
Like that. Me. Okay. Somebody said they're not seeing the app on the show. You have to click on the show for today. You have to click on the show for today. That will open up the YouTube on the app. Listen, we are live. We're broadcasting. My name is Wayne Dupree. I am the host of this show, your show. To my left, your right is Blue Eyes, Leah Bella, talking about the
Fibonacci sequence.
Fibonacci sequence.
Make sure you're sharing the show too. Fibonacci would like.
That's right. That's right.
Sounds like a really sexy nightgown.
Yeah.
Sequence.
Brute by Fabergé. No, Fibonacci.
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 It's cool though. Google it and watch. Like, there's a 2-minute video.
Huh?
You can be a good opera singer.
Yeah, I Figaro.
Good. That's good.
He's trained in the arts of something. What I don't know.
Figaro.
I don't know if you saw that one Bugs Bunny episode where the whole thing started falling down on the guy singing.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
We have some. And let me give to you the brother Reverend Pastor Deacon Dr. Bishop Brian Smith.
Guys, I just got a heads up on the on the Facebooks, and apparently whatever Wayne, from a post I put up about Islam in 2012, I just now got tagged for it. And now when I go to share the show on Facebook, it says, stop. See election updates before sharing. Make sure you have accurate information. It is COVID 1984, guys.
And they wouldn't have done that if
I think because you put stop to steal.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. We have some great news for you, ladies and gentlemen. And we said that we were going to have this. We said we were going to have great news for you.
Oh, that's right.
I
just remembered.
As of today, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time coming. Many of you have been with us for a long time. This is our last show. No, I'm kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, My Pillow is an official sponsor of the Wayne Dupree Show.
Mike Lindell,
that's Mike Lindell right there.
Right. What a story. What an incredible guy against all odds. With the likes that I know, dozens and dozens of other men who have found Christ, who have gotten off the streets, who have come back, and they know where, it's just, it's an American story is what it is. It's an American story.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Leah.
Okay. Yeah, so listen up. So this is how it goes. We actually got our own special, our Christmas special here. It's buy one, get one free. And that's on the pillows, the mattress toppers, the towels, which we're going to talk about later, and the Giza sheets, which I know Brian absolutely loves. But you can buy one, get one free. And all you have to do is go to mypillow.com, and on the left-hand side, it says radio listener special. You just click on that. You type in the promo code, which is Wayne, in capital letters, WAYNE. Type that in. You're going to get buy one, get one free on any pillow set, or like I said, the mattress topper, the sheets, or the towels. You can also call in, and you have to use this number in order to get our special. It's 1-800-889-0532, and all you have to do is say that Wayne Dupree sent you. But if you haven't used a MyPillow, I actually want to introduce you to one. Take a look at this. Look at this baby.
Yeah.
It is soft. You can actually see the softness. I can feel it, but when I squeeze it, it is so soft. But I got the firm one too. So it's soft but firm. I love it. And as we know, we spend 1/3 of our life sleeping. So it's so important to have the right pillow. Yeah. And
so did I just mess up?
What?
Y'all got the pillows.
Oh, yeah. You don't have your pillow? We got our pillows.
I got mine.
Gotta have them.
I'm down in the bunker. I can't leave this place once we start.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this thing, bro. What?
It's good, isn't it? Listen, though, here's the important part. We have a natural curve in our neck, and most pillows get you about right here, and then you have that like 50% of your neck curve that's not supported.
Yeah.
I have tried the hard brick memory foam pillows. I've tried
those are
down.
Awful.
They're awful. I've tried the prickly down feather pillows. Yeah. Awful. I tried this one. Look, I'm not even manipulating it. It goes right to my neck. It's the full neck support. Full neck support. I actually had an earache whenever right before I got these, and I tried it out. It took away like my earache and my jaw pain, which was amazing.
Okay,
yeah,
for the people
amazing.
Commenting in the section, guys, no. We are super stoked because Mike Lindell and My Pillow believe in our show.
That's right.
Yeah.
They believe in us to give us stuff to try to promote them.
Yep.
Come on, man. Where's the love? Hey, Quentin. Where's the love, Quentin? Come on, man.
Look, let me tell you something. We're gonna have some stories for you, man, because my daughter after the first night, she's like, I don't feel no difference. And then yesterday afternoon, she walked up to me with a smile. She was like, I couldn't remember when I fell asleep. And usually I know when I fall asleep, but I couldn't remember when I fell asleep using
Yeah.
So
It's that good.
So she was like,
That
yeah,
good.
it works. It works. It works.
And the best part is it's buy one, get one free. So you can give one to your spouse. Maybe you have a sister or mother who's complaining of headaches or neck ache. It's a great Christmas present. And maybe your dad, your brother work in construction. But really, honestly, most jobs, most careers, you are putting stress on your neck, whether you realize it or not. So whether you're working with computers or you're a construction worker, I mean, it's going to help you. So make sure you type in, just like I said, go to the mypillow.com, and to the left-hand side, you'll see in a square box that says right there, it'll say radio listener special. Just click that and then use the promo code Wayne. You can buy one, get one free, or you can call the 1-800 number, the 800-889-0532, and just tell Wayne to pre-sent you. And that's how you get your buy one, get one free pillow, Giza sheets, towels, 6-piece towel set to be exact, or the mattress topper.
Yep. So with that said, let's go ahead and get to some of the news. Again, we want to thank Mr. Lindell. We're going to have him on. We're going to talk to him, and what a story! Like Brian was telling you.
And remember,
okay,
make sure you guys are watching the next 2 days because we're going to be giving away something.
That's right. We're going to be giving away. I ain't even going to tell you, but we're going
we're not going to tell you
on Tuesday and Wednesday, the days before Thanksgiving. We're going to be giving stuff away because now we have a sponsor. And we can do that. And if you would like to sponsor, you can always get in contact with us. I mean,
Yeah.
So, let me start off with this because I know what I labeled the show, and I do want to go into that because I think it's very important because of what we're seeing on the ground, and possibly, how we like to look into the future and try to come up and analyze on things that we think that might happen. But Carl Bernstein.
Of Woodward and Bernstein?
Woodward and Bernstein, yeah. All the president's men.
Yeah.
Bernstein last week claimed that there were some GOP senators that would come out publicly and talk good about President Trump, but then when the cameras were off, they would go behind his back and talk about him. I challenged him. I was like, you know what? Anybody can do that. Anybody can, put out a general statement like that. Why don't you just give their names? Give their names so that we know who these people are. And by God, he did it.
Okay, well, I stand here on the west side of Cincinnati, and I will proclaim that Rob Portman is an absolute piece of garbage.
Oh, that's a big statement.
Yes, he's an absolute horrible rhino piece. Mitt Romney loving rhino. Paul Ryan loving. Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney are Rob Portman's best connected. I don't know what they do in the nighttime, but I know they're very, very close.
Damn.
I'm not surprised Rubio's on the list.
And honestly, I'm not surprised Tim Scott is either. I'm not.
And that's a shame.
I'm not.
It is.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not.
What about Rick Scott?
I'm not surprised about that either.
Really?
You could tell. I mean, look, Rick, now, this doesn't have anything to do with Tim Scott, but Rick Scott doesn't seem like he's a strong individual anyway. He looks like he would go with the win anyway. But for Bernstein to put these names out here, we already knew about Collins and Murkowski and Sass. We already knew about them. But for him to put those names out there like that, he's not afraid to do it.
And I'd like to see any of these people on this list
come out and say, right, yeah. Because I'm sure that Bernstein would come back and say, well, I have information here and I've, whatever. So, which brings me to this, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on in Georgia?
Oh.
What's going on in Georgia? And I'm not even talking about the Democrat candidates. I'm talking about the Republican candidates. I'm seeing day after day after day now that many of you aren't going to support these candidates.
Well, that's just insane.
You are not going to support these candidates. I mean, look, all I hear now, now there are groups. There are groups that are going down there and stopping the steal and having the rallies. But I'm talking about long time reach. Remember, December 7th is the last day that you can register to even vote in this runoff.
Oh, and they're going to use the same systems that they used for the presidential election, right?
And I guess so.
Oh man,
so.
You know what? You're right.
But what look, I'm not forcing y'all to vote or because many of you can't vote. Many of you can't vote in these elections anyway. But I'm starting to see some individuals play some real funky games, man. They play some real.
Why wouldn't they want to support that? We have to have a balanced Senate.
Well,
if not, it's going to be bad.
Well, it sort of falls on many people are claiming that if Republicans aren't going to support President Trump, then we aren't going to support Republicans. But in the long run, that's going to hurt. That's not hurting the GOP. That's hurting y'all. That's hurting.
It is.
It's reminiscent of the past. Dial back just real quick. Dial back to 2012, 2011, 2012. Tea Party Patriots said, screw y'all, we're going home. And I railed against all y'all, and I said, don't sit it out. Don't sit it out. Don't sit it out. And what they do? Y'all bring us out it out. But then we got Trump. So I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on sitting it out.
You can't turn your back on these two races. If you're down there and you're able to vote, you have to vote. Because if not, and Joe does get in, he's going to be able to do his Santa wish list just tripled in size.
Yeah.
He's going to get exactly what he wants and then some.
Yeah.
And God forbid he kicks the bucket and Kamala comes in. Oh my gosh. You want to talk train wreck.
Right. They saw what Obama did. They saw John Boehner said impeachment's off the table. Y'all do whatever you want. Obama's like, I got a pen and a phone. And he went crazy.
Ryan, look at de Blasio. He says right in the middle of downtown New York City, he says, we win the Senate, we can take over the world, or whatever he said. We have to have a balanced Senate. That's why the stock market didn't crash when they supposedly announced elective Joe Biden as, president. And that's why the stock market didn't crash, because it looked as though we're going to have a balanced Senate. We need that.
Right. He meant take over the world as in the part of the New World Order.
Yeah, that's exactly what he meant.
Him
and his sicko friends.
Yeah, it could hurt us. It could really hurt the Republicans going forward, because you know what? I said this a couple of days ago. Well, I didn't say it to y'all. I just tweeted it out because I thought about it. I really thought that we were on the path to getting rid of the liberal agenda. Okay. And this doesn't have anything to do with Biden. This has everything to do with the other two houses of Congress. Well, the two houses of Congress, because we already have the conservative Supreme Court. We already got that. Republicans are still in charge of the Senate. I felt that if the Republicans could take over the House, then going forward, we would be in great shape. I didn't know all of this crap was going to happen. And then think about it, Democrats already have the House. If they don't, now, if they win the Senate, and Biden goes into the Oval Office, they're going to have all branches.
Oh yeah, it's D the whole way down.
They're going to have all branches. And I'm like, wait a minute, things just switch that quick?
And it could be by one vote. All D's will vote 100%.
Yeah,
all together.
Oh yeah, they're out.
Garbage Republicans.
Yeah, they're out for blood now.
Yeah, you thought impeaching Bill Clinton pissed them off. Whoo! Oh,
They're
Trump's got them
now.
lit like ain't nobody's business.
They will be voting on things just to make the Republicans even more angry, or just to do that more angry.
Just in spite, just out of pure spite.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why this Georgia race, and I said that before, even a few weeks ago, it is more important than any race right now in the history of races. That is how important it is. I can't even verbalize it. how important it is.
Every time you say that, you make it sound like racist.
Oh, sorry. I guess that's my country accent.
It's a
my
country
accent.
You said it earlier. You're like, yeah, you know, those races down there in Georgia. I'm like, ooh.
Races. Races.
Here's the only.
I think there's a T of racist.
Racist.
It's you. It's y'all not saying it right. It's racist.
Don't be such a racist.
I know, racist.
Yeah, because they drop the T when they say
you're dropping
racist.
the T.
It should be racist.
It is.
A lot of people blend it.
Right.
She's
just like I say, hey, I saw that. I put an L in there. I didn't mean to. Somebody called me out for that. I said, you know what? Screw you. That's how I talk. I saw it. I saw that. I saw. There's no L in Saul.
Yeah, no, it's not. I saw all that. But then again, many of us don't get up at 4 o'clock in the morning like Brian does and goes out and milk Henrietta. So
we don't know who Henrietta is.
Neither do I. You ain't got to do what I mean.
Let me get this out of the way too, real quick. Twitter is already rushing. Well, not rushing, but this is really no news. And the reason why I'm putting it up there is because it's really no news at all. Because on Inauguration Day, if the president changes hands or the Oval Office changes hands, Twitter automatically switches the account. The same thing happened with Donald Trump when he took over for Barack Obama. Now, the only thing that you need to do is unfollow if you're following that account.
Yeah.
Because when Trump took over, I found myself following the POTUS account, which I'd never done before. I'd never done that. But when Trump took over, and this is not, I'm not throwing in the towel yet. But I tell you what, the towel is dirty.
Super dirty. And speaking about that, just to kind of bring this up real fast, our brand new sponsor, My Pillow, and you could get their towels to help kind of clean things up.
There you go.
I'm just saying, I want to thank Mike Lindell from the bottom of my heart. I started going to a new church during the COVID era, and we went to this church specifically because they're reaching into the community and those men that are addicted to the heroin addiction, all these substance addictions. This church, their number one goal is to bring these men in off the streets, clean them up, work on getting their kids back, their wife back. It's an opposite of a country song. They get their job back, they get their life back, with their focus towards God, towards Christ. And Mike Lindell's story, one and the same. Phenomenal American story from nothing to everything. And he's giving back as well, helping folks
he always
with
does.
jobs. Yeah.
He always does.
CDC says do not travel during Thanksgiving holidays. And report is 3 million people traveled over the weekend.
So if I'm in my car, I'm not supposed to drive down the road in my car?
You're not supposed to travel to someone else's home during Thanksgiving holidays, to be exact. They don't want you traveling to another state to visit people and eat dinner with them. And remember, the CDC first told us that this virus wasn't going to come to the United States. They also told us not to wear masks. How much do you really trust your CDC?
And I know none of y'all listen to MSNBC, CNN, CBS. I know y'all don't do that, so I do that for you sometimes. And I turned it on. I got hurt. I hurt my head. But yeah, they had a specialist, a doctor on saying, if you go to a friend's house, wear a mask the entire time, except when you're eating or drinking. Talk softly, because it'd be like Leslie to pass on germs. Don't sing. Don't shout. Don't yell. And get in and get out as fast as possible.
I said it sounds like Footloose. I said it sounds like Footloose.
Yeah,
you remember
that? That's it, Wayne. You got to be like the Who's in Whoville, just oblivious to whatever they're saying. Just ignore it.
The Grinch.
The Grinch. Ignore the Grinch. That's right.
Okay, let me hit off into the main subject. as you know, Antifa has been growing since the Barack Obama administration. They've been growing. They've been getting more organized. They probably have money in accounts, which gets me that the NSA or somebody hasn't found him and shut him down. So this thing goes way beyond the government. Okay, Antifa goes way beyond the government. But they've been growing for a while now. The MAGA supporters, Trump supporters, have grown in the last 3.5 years, 4 years. I can't see Trump supporters going away anytime soon. But I can't see Antifa falling off the map too, because Antifa isn't afraid of the Democrats. Antifa was born of the Democrats, but they're not afraid of the Democrats. So they're not going to run away. And they're still going to enact whatever type of carnage or whatever type of violence that they want or will do, because, as you said before, the Democrats are too weak in doing anything to take them down or to stop them. We have brother against brother now. We have friends against friends, families against families. And I know I keep hearing it's good versus evil. This is American versus American, y'all. You know, it's American versus American, Leah, you know?
Well, the thing is, okay. So when you lose your critical thinking skills and your abilities, you lose yourself. Then Antifa, I guess you could say, they try to create this identity for you. And when you're indoctrinated, it makes you overstimulated, which then makes you go far overboard, which then makes you become extreme. And then when your candidate loses, you burn the city down. Does that make sense? So indoctrination causes this stimulation, which causes you to go overboard and then makes you extreme because you hate yourself.
I'll say that stimulation is anger. The angry they can get you. Yeah.
Well, they make you hate yourself. Then you repent, and then you hate others, because then you feel like, oh, I hate myself because I was this way, but now I'm not. So I need to change everybody to this new way of how I think, because I hated myself. And now I repented and I'm not like that anymore. So then I want you to come and join me with Antifa. And I think
it validates who they are when they get people to join them. Yeah.
Right. So they don't think, they just react. There's no thought process there. They're just reacting, which can be very dangerous.
Well, and not to, abuse the example, but I've got to use it. It's blatant as all get out. Adolf Hitler got an entire country based on emotion, angry and fired up, to go to war and kill. If he can get people to do that to the tunes of tens of millions of citizens of Germany to be willing to sacrifice their lives and to shoot. I mean, this is on a smaller scale, but this is the Democrat Party. They're using the same playbook.
Well, and if you disagree with Antifa, what do? Well, if you disagree with them, you're the enemy, right? You disagree with them, you're the enemy. It's a deliberate attempt to break people down. If you want to look at it in that way, it is a deliberate attempt to break people down. You're the enemy. You don't agree with them. And like you said, it makes them feel important whenever they're a part of something. And Antifa gets more media coverage. I think they said Antifa more on TV this entire election season than they said Joe Biden. I know they probably said Antifa more than the word Kamala.
Sure. Oh, so I believe that.
Right? Yeah. So when you're feeding them, when you're feeding Antifa on the mainstream media, they're just getting bigger because you're feeding them.
Yeah, feeding them. I think of it like they are turning their heads to the violence and the attacks that Antifa is doing, but they're purposely, deliberately, like you said, calling out Trump supporters as if they were the terrorists, hateful, evil types that Americans need to watch out for. And Brian will agree with me about that red hat. I hate the red hat.
That is the matador, and I don't know what the flag, the red flag with the matador in the bull.
Yeah, the red makes them angry. The
thing,
blue angry.
I mean, have you heard most women that have red cars get pulled over by cops more than anything?
Yeah,
yeah. Red cars are
cars
notorious.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so much so insurance companies will charge you more based on on the fact that your color is red.
Right.
And red is
causes
also,
an adrenaline rush.
Red is also an angry like type color anyway. But the media took toward that red hat. You know, like with the situation in DC with Nick Sandman and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The media just went crazy with that. And I'm looking at it. This is our U.S. media. This is the United States media. We already knew that they were biased. We already knew that they didn't like Americans. They just tolerate them for ratings so that they can get paid, But in watching how they deal with MAGA supporters or Trump supporters, it's almost criminal, because it's almost like they're putting them in the line of fire.
Mm-hmm.
And how they describe it.
Right. It's
the actions,
And let me address the color red real quick, because I got somebody that's playing games with us. I'm gonna be honest with you. McDonald's is the color red and yellow specifically on purpose, because those two colors together actually trigger something in your brain and you eat a lot more. Mm-hmm. Like if you're at home and you buy plates, buy a blue plate, because apparently blue triggers something and doesn't make you want to eat as much as red or So there is an actual psychological
there is. Yeah. And they always say wear purple to an interview, or if you want to be remembered.
Oh no, put that away. I need to get paid for that. Come on, Burger King.
Yeah, put that away. What are you doing?
I'm just, the red and orange and yellow, yeah.
But if you wear purple to an interview, they say that you're more likely to get the job because people remember the color purple more.
Well,
so if you want to make an impression, wear purple.
Yeah, kings and queens of yesteryear. I mean, purple was signified as dignant and royalty, and come on.
Yeah. But no, again, I just look on where our country is going forward.
So let me ask you that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this then. Okay, so supposedly they came out yesterday. It was on all the big mainstream media, so I don't have to cite which one it was because I think they all covered it. The one doctor had said, look, if we can get all these vaccines out, looks like May, we might hit herd immunity. So next May, we might be able to go back to some sort of normal. Once we go back to some sort of normal and we're out busy doing our thing, because, everybody's going to want to break free and just have a good time. Do you think that Antifa, BLM get drowned out in what we want to do then? Do they become busy and then they go back to their lifestyles, maybe because they're bored right now and have nothing else to do? Do you think it tones down once it doesn't matter as much?
I don't see things getting back to normal.
Especially if we got the situation right
in
now.
What text do you mean? Do you mean in writing or after the virus? That I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Life.
Yeah.
Right. So you're saying you think the virus will still be here and we'll still wear masks and we'll still have to social distance once we hit herd immunity, and there's still going to be riots from BLM and Antifa?
It's a form of control.
Right.
And it ain't gonna give that up for anything.
As we look right now at the government,
they're gonna come with something else. Yeah.
Right. If we look right now at the government and what they've done, and the fact that if we can keep it under 1.21 gigawatts and there is no rip in the space-time continuum, Joe Biden getting in, it's going to fracture the space-time continuum, and then it's going to be out of control. Once you hit 1.21 gigawatts, it's explosions everywhere. I'm just saying.
My boy.
But think about it, though. Joe Biden gets in. I'm now a tongue-in-cheek and everything. Joe Biden gets in. Tell me that's not some kind of rip in the fabric somewhere.
No, it is. It is. And the reason why I say things aren't going to be normal is because he'll be in. And when he's in, the Democrats are going to have their little internal civil war. And while their little internal civil war in Congress is going to be going on, because remember, Ilhan Omar, AOC, and Rashida Tlaib are going to leave the House and they're going to go into the Biden administration. So then now you got your socialists in the Biden administration. Now you got your full-blown socialists within the Biden administration sitting in the cabinet, women too, talking to him all the time. He doesn't know. Look, I heard that he announced some type of Secretary of State and whatnot. If I was in his cabinet, I would worry about it, because you never know. You're sitting in one of those meetings, he forget that you're supposed to be there, and then he has you carted out. You know, like, what's he doing here?
Oh, Doctor,
what are you doing here?
Hold on, Dr. Evil hits the button,
You know.
and you fall out the chair and you go in the pit. I'm not quite dead. My arm is broken. Please help.
I just don't think that things are going to go back the way it was before January of this year.
I guess I should have rephrased it then. What I meant to say was, whenever we're out of quarantine, do you really think that they're going to be protesting as much in the streets on a Friday night instead of doing other things like going to clubs, restaurants?
You know what?
Because they could be bored. I
say this because now I see where you're coming from, because you aren't out of quarantine yet.
Right.
What's happening in Pennsylvania isn't happening in a lot of the other states. A lot of the other states, people are just walking up and down the street.
Right.
I mean, people are. You don't have major traffic and everything like you did back in January, but people are going to work. People are doing their stuff. What's happening in Pennsylvania is an anomaly. You're up on the mountain, Princess. When you come from that mountain and you see what's really happening on everywhere else, you can be like, you might even think that you were in the land of the lost. You can be like, what in the heck? All these people have been out here doing this the whole time. And Pennsylvania, Wolf, I think that's his name, Wolf, right? Wolf has been holding us back like this. Are you serious? But
Ohio,
still,
Ohio on the lockdown, people still walking around. People don't.
Yeah. But to answer your question, even though people are still walking around doing stuff, the government has the ability to shut down a whole lot of these restaurants and dial them back to 50% and 25%. So what does that do? That makes you angry. That makes you, the people that are watching, it makes you angry because you can't get what we had before. So when people get angry, people start doing crazy stuff. Look at what happened out there in Huntington Beach.
And California?
Yeah. I watched that.
That's crazy.
And that wasn't Antifa. That was Trump supporters out there.
Yeah.
Breaking curfew.
Well, I will say this, though. Out on the West Coast, because I live just north of Huntington Beach. I lived up there in Long Beach. And I went to HB all the time. But here's the thing. Living out there on the West Coast, you literally live locked down all the time. There was never a time that you weren't really, you're always looking over your shoulder. You don't know what's coming. You don't know whether you can speak out or don't speak out. You can get attacked for being conservative. This is one of those powder kegs out there in LA County that's about ready to explode because conservatives have been so shunned and so shut out and so knocked down and drugged down. And so now they're like, you know what? I'm sick of this. Y'all took our state before votes were even announced. Mm-hmm. You didn't even count the votes, and it went 100% California.
And now Newsom and his family are quarantined after possible COVID exposure.
I saw that.
Serves that
you know what?
Right.
You know what that is? It's safety.
No,
he bought something happened to his people.
He bought a COVID test like that other jackball did from overseas.
Yeah.
So Hogan?
Yeah, Hogan. Like, I'm positive. Hey, where'd you get that test? Somewhere.
He tried to defend himself and said, Hogan said, well, tell Trump to get off the golf course. I can't help it that the test for. It's like, whatever. I knew it. The second they announced he bought this from South Korea, I'm thinking, okay. Yeah, that was a real smart idea.
Expect all politicians between now and 2022, if they have a scandal, they're going to find themselves having COVID.
Right.
Watch.
That's a sympathy button. That's a sympathy card.
He just came down with COVID. Well, they got to quarantine him for 14 days. Can't be interviewed. Can't be talked to. Watch.
Hey, Don Jr.'s doing great, by the way.
Yeah, they asked him what he was doing in quarantine. He said cleaning his guns.
There you go. The best time to clean them.
Everybody in the chat keeps asking. They want our opinion on the Sidney Powell issue.
Oh, we're getting to that. We wasn't going to end the show and leave that one hanging out there.
No.
Yeah, everybody keeps asking.
I'm going first. I am not going first. I'm not.
Well, 98, at least bare minimum, 98% of the people survive, under 80, survive COVID. So rest your head on that. Good times.
I have no idea.
How about Sydney?
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
There you go.
Sidney Powell.
Let me put it up. Hold on.
It's up there.
Last night, the Trump campaign released a statement about Sidney Powell that basically sent the MAGA base into disarray, and it did. It made people lose their heads, made people go nuts because they didn't know what was going on. Why in the world would the Trump campaign or the Trump lawyers put out a statement? Actually, it's Trump campaign, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Trump campaign.
It was a Trump campaign.
Why in the world would the Trump campaign put out a statement distancing themselves from Sidney Powell when just 2 weeks ago, President Trump included Sidney Powell in a tweet with
because, and this is a statement from Sidney Powell, I agree with the campaign's statement that I am not a part of the campaign's legal team. I never signed a retainer agreement or sent the president or the campaign a bill for my expenses or fees. My intent has always been to expose the fraud I could find and let the chips fall where they may, whether it be upon Republicans or Democrats. The evidence I'm compelling is overwhelming that this software tool was used to shift millions from the President Trump, other Republicans, candidates to Biden and other Democrats. We are proceeding to prepare our lawsuit and plan to file it this week. It will be epic. We will not allow this great republic to be stolen by communists from without and within, our votes shared or manipulated by foreign actors, Hong Kong, Iran, Venezuela, Serbia, examples who have neither regarded for human life nor people who are the engine of this great nation. And she ends by saying, you may assist this effort by making a non-taxable contribution to defendingtherepublic.org, #TheKraken. Okay. She has abilities by not being part of the campaign. She has abilities that she wouldn't have if she was tied to the campaign. If she's tied to the campaign, there's things that she has to be politically correct about, some things she can't do, some things she can do. Doing what she's doing now, which seems to kind of be rogue, she can do whatever the hell she wants as a public citizen, and based on wherever she's getting her monies from, as a private, maybe she set up a private organization, an LLC, a C Corp, a 501, whatever she's got set up, she can run the gambit.
Well, and the good news is that I think it was great that the Trump campaign put this out. I don't think they were distancing themselves from her. I think they were clarifying.
Yeah.
And there's a difference in that. And I think it was a great idea because, like what Brian said, it allows her to kind of break free of any of those chains that she may have had with her that she couldn't do under the Trump campaign umbrella. She's her own person and she's fighting for the American people. So therefore, she doesn't have to follow any rules, or if she says something that maybe would be frowned upon, they can't say, well, the White House and Sidney Powell said. She's her own entity. So I think that that's important. And I think it's smart that the Trump campaign did that.
With that being said, because we've got such great commentary and news here on this show, the great Mike Lindell has thrown it our way. God bless you, Mike. And now an official sponsor of the Wayne Dupree Show.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Christmas is, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not that far away.
Is it like 30 days away?
What's today?
Well, no, today's the 23rd. So
40 days?
No.
20, 35?
20, yes.
32.
What are you looking at me like that for?
Man, I was close. I said
33.
30.
33.
Why y'all shaming me? I said 30.
Leah looked at me like she was going to choke me. I didn't do nothing.
Because Brian said 40 days away, and if it's the 23rd,
I said 30, and y'all.
Well, look at him. I didn't do nothing.
But when I look at him, it looks like I'm looking at you because it's opposite of what I'm looking at. So I actually was looking at him. But yeah, I think it's 33 days away. But it doesn't matter who we're looking at because we're looking at you. So you can get yourself a My Pillow. It's buy one, get one free. It's our Christmas special. All you have to do is go to mypillow.com. And when you do, left-hand side, you're going to see radio listener special. Click on that and then type in the code Wayne. It's just all capital letters, Wayne, WAYNE. And you can get yourself a pillow and then you're going to get a free one. So you can give it out as a Christmas present, which is perfect for anybody on your list. And look, I said I can feel the softness. You're not here with me to feel it, but you can actually see the softness. Give that a squeeze, Wayne. You can actually see the softness. I actually got the more firm one, but it's still soft. And you know what I said? Like one of my friends have never used a MyPillow, and they called and I was talking to them about it. That MyPillow is one of our sponsors now, and they said, "Well, what is it like when you sleep on it?" My only way to explain it is, it's as if MyPillow personally made a pillow for me, made my own personalized pillow because it personalized and contoured directly for my neck, which I thought was amazing. But it's like sleeping on a cloud. It feels like I have my own personal cloud.
I got the firm one too. But one thing that you need to remember, because my co-host didn't know about it, but you can also, when you first get it, tumble dry this on high heat for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I knew that.
Makes it nice.
Tumble dry it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it comes like.
I'm glad I knew about that, Wayne.
Yeah, right. Quiet.
That was the first thing I did. I threw it in the dryer.
I almost look like I'm in bed right now.
It looks like you're just floating on a cloud.
Yeah. I almost look like I'm in bed
there
right
now.
There we go. Yeah, look at that.
Okay. Since you guys are chilling back, kicking back, sleeping right now, I'll go ahead and I'll let everybody know. Guys, I got a package deal. I got the topper that comes with the sheets, the Giza sheets, and the 2 pillows. And so when I put it all together on the bed, and I made the bed, and the wife came up in there, and she was all fired up because we got this. It's only like a 4 or 5-year-old mattress, and it was from Sears, that defunct company. It's 70% off, so I was like, I'm getting a deal. Well, 70% off crap is crap. Thank you, Sears. So I got the topper from Mike. Oh my! The first words out of my wife's mouth were, because we just came from Trump Doral down in Miami, the 5-star hotel. She's like, "It feels like I'm in the hotel again."
That's nice.
Yeah,
it's
amazing.
When you got the fluffy pillows and the fluffy, and it's like that getaway hotel room. And that's why I get to sleep on every night.
Sherry L in our chat room said, "I have 3 herniated discs in my neck. My pillows, the only thing that works on it." Yeah, I agree. I have a terrible neck. And this is the only thing I have gone through. I can tell you, I've probably gone through 30 pillows. If you don't believe me, come check my spare bedroom. I can't find a good one. This is the only one that's giving me support in that arch where the neck is. I need a new pillow. How do we order these? Okay, so what you'll do is go to mypillow.com. On the left-hand side, you'll see the radio listeners special. Click on that. Okay, see on the left-hand side, click on that. And then it's going to ask you for the promo code, and that is just, it's Wayne in all caps. And then you can go ahead and get a buy one, get one free pillow, buy one, get one free towel set of 6, the standard mattress topper as well, and the Giza sheets. I cannot believe the Giza sheets are buy one, get one free.
And I didn't think there was a thing about sheets. Like, I'm a dude, right? And I'm like, whatever the wife puts on the bed is a sheet, right? I put these on. I'm like, wow. It's like I'm back in the hotel again.
Yeah, and make sure you're using that code word Wayne. Now, if you're not one that likes to order online, you like to call, you must use this number. Don't use any other ones. Use the 800-889. Write it down or screenshot it right now. 1-800-889-0532. And then make sure you say Wayne Dupree sent you, so that way they know to trigger that buy one, get one free. It's very important that you tell them that, because this is a Christmas special that we are holding.
That's right. And they have this new
the code is Wayne, Lisa. The code is Wayne.
If you've got something constructive to say, that's great. If you're just spewing out hate and anger, and you're gone. Bye.
And MyPillow also gives a 60-day money-back guarantee. That means it is extended until March 1st, 2021. That's something new. That's something that they have just rolled out. So it's a 60-day, not a 30-day, 60-day guarantee. If you're not happy with it, you let them know.
Yeah. And they have a warranty too.
And I think you will be happy with it. I do.
I think so. Yep. I love them.
Come to find, oh yeah, Brian.
Where's the reckoning MAGA supporters kept looking for? Where are the indictments? Where is the justice? Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And okay. Something that I brought up to my pastor one time, a long time ago, and I said, bro. And he looked at me and he said, well, bro, let me tell you, we live in a world that the rules are set by human beings who are flawed. Inherently, we're all flawed. So the rules that are set up by flawed human beings are flawed rules. Ergo, John Durham and Bill Barr out to lunch. There's something going on. It's on the back end. They're not allowed to talk. They're not allowed this. They're not allowed that. FBI, CIA. I don't know. I got gremlins in my ear. What's going on, man?
I know. I hear that too. Yeah.
Somebody flushed the toilet on me.
I was like,
hey, here's the water coming down. What?
Somebody got caught between land and between heaven and earth, probably.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. It's not like a little kid got stuck between a wall or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't hear that.
Yep.
That's interesting.
That was scary.
So I got, guys, when it comes to Bill Barr and John Durham, I'm with you in the sense that I thought, long time been gone. Well, it's not here. Can't control it. You can only control yourself. And rules only apply to those who don't have the Lord in them. That's why Moses gave all those people the 10 Commandments, because they needed them. Nowadays, we got the laws written on our heart if you're following God. Let these people go and walk away. I don't know. I got a walk away moment here. I don't know what to say. So I'm trying to keep it clean without cursing. Man, I'm biting my tongue and everything.
Yeah, there's supposed to always be all these arrests coming. I always say the old Sean Hannity, don't worry, indictments are coming soon. Indictments are coming soon.
TikTok.
Sean Hannity's now 104 and he's on his tombstone. It says indictments are coming soon.
He ran that TikTok. Time's up. It's coming close.
Yeah,
whatever,
right,
bro.
You know what, too, man? Every time I remember when it first came out, because it was a meme for Julian Assange, and it was during the 2016 election, and it was cool though. It's like, yeah, TikTok, Hillary, you about to go down and stuff, and then he just used the hell out of it.
Right. And when we dial this whole thing back, I don't know if it was you that said it first, me, anybody, whoever. We all had that underlying feeling. I know Donald Trump said, because you be in jail. Made for a great meme with Snoop Dogg music in the background and the prison bars coming over that old wretched hag's face. That was funny. It was awesome. But deep down inside, real deep, you knew and I knew that wicked witch of the East was never going to prison. You knew it.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Most corrupt politician in the world, and she's roaming the streets free. And you know what the worst part is? She doesn't feel guilty whatsoever.
No, neither does Blagojevich, and Donald Trump gave him a pass.
Let me.
Oops, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
We're getting ready to roll, but I wanted to play a little bit of this and get my people's response to Joe Scarborough.
Why don't we end this segment how we began it, talking about you leaving the Republican Party? So the question is, and I ask you this question because I have the same question about myself. Where do people like you and me go in the coming years? Do you see any trend lines for people who are small government conservatives, but as you said, believe that we are bound together by a creed that we don't discriminate against Americans based on the color of their skin or the God that they worship? We don't lock children in cages. We don't have registries for people who worship the God of Abraham, but not our personal faith. Where are disaffected Republicans like that going to go?
Well, I'll start with the good news, which is that Joe Biden won the Democratic nomination. And so, look.
Says the man who had a young intern show up dead in his office. He was a Republican, now he's a Democrat shill.
I tell you what, later on in that interview, he said about him coming back to the Republican Party. I was like, it doesn't work like that, y'all.
Join hands in hands with Bill Kristol and Mitt Romney, of course.
It don't work like that. Y'all walked away. Not only did you walk away from the Republican Party when the Republican Party needed you, and could have used some of your advice for an incoming president that wanted to make America great, but y'all went public for the other side, the other team. Some of you married the other side publicly.
Mika,
or your brother,
and then. And now all of a sudden you're saying that you want to come back, or what's going to take? Y'all didn't do outreach. Y'all don't care about outreach. I don't care about nobody. Y'all don't care about voters. No. The old GOP didn't care about voters. Seriously, they didn't, because if they did, then they would have had better outreach for all. To bring more into the party. Why do you think before Trump they kept talking about they came up with that report about having a bigger tent? Why would you need a bigger tent if you had outreach and were bringing people in? You didn't know how to reach out to people. You were losing elections, right. And now you want to come back.
Claiming that if I got 15% of the black, we'll never lose another election again.
Whatever, man.
That's racist.
Yeah, and I just want to say on that. I just want to say on that video, it's not. He blames the cages. Those are Obama's cages. I just want to say that, and I don't know how many more people can deny that. Obama built the cages. That's all I want to say.
What's the code? The code is
Wayne. WAYNE.
Code.
We're gonna be giving some stuff away.
Yeah, make sure you jump back on tomorrow's show because we are giving something away.
Yeah. We're gonna open up the phone lines for the next couple of days before Thanksgiving. I want to know what y'all gonna make. We want to know your favorite Thanksgiving meal or favorite Thanksgiving side dish. Yeah, I mean, because tomorrow I start the brine. I did put the turkey in the refrigerator last night. So I'm going to start the brine tomorrow, and we'll see where everything goes from there. But I want to know what y'all are doing for sides and stuff. And y'all can call up and, we'll just have a Thanksgiving number week. It's a Turkey Talk Tuesday.
And I've got a very, very, very special recipe that doesn't take much talent to make the greatest turkey ever. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
Turkey Talk Tuesday.
Turkey Talk Tuesday. Gobble gobble.
Triple T. That's dangerous. Breaking the space-time continuum, putting a rip.
She's trying to be cute. Oh, blue eyes trying to be cute.
Turkey Talk Tuesday.
Gobble gobble.
Oh my god.
No, she did it first. No, I'm copying her. I'm copying her. She said
that's what turkeys do.
I
Turkeys gobble.
I just heard you do it, guys.
Wayne is code. Wayne is the code word.
Let me get it back up. So before we leave,
I love you too, Angela.
Yeah, she got her own little group too. Why don't I ever have a group? Leah has a group, Brian has his group, and I don't.
No, I don't. They bailed on me.
Cute.
They bailed on me and went to Leah. I ain't got nobody.
Oh, that's what happened. That's what happened.
They all came on my
got
ship.
Nobody.
You know why? You know why? You know why, Brian? Because she don't trust nobody.
Oh, that's true. That right.
I trust my pillow.
They're going after her trust. They desperately want her.
I trust my pillow.
I do trust that too.
All right. So again, 1-800-889-0532. We're going to give away some presents.
Yeah, just for Turkey Day.
On Wednesday.
Festival.
Yes. And I just want to say it's been a wonderful year. We're coming down. It's been a wonderful year for the Wayne Dupree Show. I'll say it like that. And we're going to be going on. We're going in.
Full speed ahead.
We're not stopping.
Full speed ahead.
This show has been on since 2012. So we're not stopping because.
Yep. And now that we're getting good night's sleep, rest, we're really going to be.
Yeah.
Really going to be powerful.
Yeah. So nothing else? Nothing else there? Crown Royal Pecan Pie.
Whoa.
That sounds real good. What are you guys making for Thanksgiving?
Man.
As we're talking about that, don't forget it's buy one, get one free special. All you have to do is go to mypillow.com, click on the radio listeners tab, square on the left, type in Wayne, or you can call the 800 number too, 889-0532, say Wayne Dupree sent you. What are you guys having?
Paul,
apple pie. Yeah, you got to have apple pie.
Paul said, y'all not touching issues. We already touched issues.
What issue?
What issue?
Hey, Paul, what's your issue, Paul?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Paul, just say it. Don't beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, I didn't.
Thank you, Terry.
Hey, I never
Terry
called
said
you
you
a
have a good
liar,
safe
Cherie.
wedding.
Oh man, come on, Cherie. Cherie says I left Brian because he called me a liar.
You did.
If I did, I was joking. Come on.
Yeah, you can't take Brian seriously. If you did, everybody would be crying. Pumpkin and pecan pies.
Everybody's a liar. Oh, come on now.
You know what I love for Thanksgiving? Baked macaroni and cheese.
Big Paul says, is election over?
Oh, he wants to know the truth about the election.
No, it's not over. And if you listen to Bill Still, Down Trump's got this in the bag. You want the answer? I'm giving it to you. Hook up with Bill Still and
my answer's the same as it was 3 weeks ago. If Trump can get it to the Supreme Court, he wins. If he doesn't, he loses.
Yep.
That's the end of it.
Everybody's saying that now.
That's That's it. That's it.
Cherie told Brian, then say you're sorry.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
Wow, that's first.
I don't believe it. That wasn't believable.
No. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
Jennifer's making big macaroni and cheese.
If you are not afraid of being wrong, makes you a better person. I'm not afraid of being wrong.
Yeah, me neither. I just don't like being wrong, but I'm not afraid of it.
Oh yeah, no, God, it sucks. But
I mean, I ain't in love with being wrong.
Right.
Yeah, but I ain't wrong all the time. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I got to thank you. Awesome. We're good friends now.
Let's see. I basically am not serious about anything I say. That's Brian.
No, I never say that.
No, that's Big Paul. Big Paul.
I think somebody wants to know if you're having son of a biscuits for Thanksgiving dinner. I'm having little biscuits.
Oh, everybody's got to have biscuits. Everybody's got to have biscuits. Come on now.
No, they don't. It's not biscuits. It's rolls.
Wait, you need to make your own son of a biscuits and sell them. That'd be good.
I used to say that so I could get away with cursing. Son of a biscuit. All
right. Well, we're giving away something tomorrow. So make sure you come back 12 o'clock. Be here. I'm giving away.
Scalloped potatoes with bacon on it. That's what I'm talking about.
That sounds good. So
Turkey Talk Tuesday.
What is it?
Turkey Talk Tuesday.